NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6". It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. The side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they pushed up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This a 27-yard attempt here. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown!
Ja'Marr Chase
With a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
James Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to the 22-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 18 carries, 90 yards.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's got it. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
London about set to take over on offense. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes.
And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes. You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hayes.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Shifts by him. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Black Knights are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time to... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, They'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll take his shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit